Hello. The purpose of this video is to show you how to use the modified Vivitar Ultra Wide and Slim. If you'd like to see how we made these modifications, you can find a step-by-step guide on Instructables.com. If you just search for Vivitar Ultra Wide and Slim, you'll be able to find it. Okay, we've made some special modifications to this camera to add a little bit more photographic capabilities. First thing I'd like to show you is we have put a tripod socket on the bottom. It's just a nut that has the correct threads that we glued on there. And to use it, you get a tripod. This is a little cheap dollar store tripod. And you'll just screw it in to the threads. And once it's nice and tight, you can set it up and have a nice, stable shooting platform. Also, another thing we did to improve the stability of the camera is to add a cable release socket. This, again, is just a nut that we have glued onto the top here, and we drilled a hole through the plastic of the camera so that it can engage the shutter release mechanism. For those of you who've never seen a cable release, this is a cable release. It is basically a cable, and on this side it has a plunger, and on the other side it has a little threaded nipple there, and when you press the plunger, a pin comes out and activates the shutter release mechanism. And this particular model, they have like a little clamp here in case you're doing bulb photographs. Okay, well, how to use it? Well, easy enough. Take the camera, simply screw it into the top here. Okay, let me make sure that the camera is cocked. Okay. Then you take it and press the plunger, and it will fire the shutter. And it's best to use this while you actually have it on a tripod. It'll minimize the amount of shake that you give to the camera by just hand holding it. Okay, another couple of the modifications we've done. If you look on the side here, you'll see that we have these two washers here, and they're attached to strings which go to attach into the internal mechanisms of the camera. The one on the bottom here, you saw me use it a little bit earlier, simply cocks the shutter. So let's say if you wanted to do a multiple exposure, that is putting two images on one piece of film, you'd simply take your first photo and then pull this out to the left a little bit, and you'll hear a little click. That means the shutter is now cocked again, and you can take another photo, and you can do that all day if you like. Okay, the reason why we have it on the magnet here is to keep it slack, because otherwise it would affect the shutter speed of the camera. And in fact, if you want to affect the shutter speed of the camera, you can affect it slowing it down by using this. If you just use it slack, it has a shutter speed of 1/125th of a second. That's pretty fast. However, if you wanted to slow it down, you can just let it hang down a little and put some weight on it. Here we have a bulldog clamp here. We're just going to put this on here to add a little bit of weight. And if you listen again, it fire shuttered, or the shutter fired, but at a slower rate. Now, what we can also do on the side here, this upper washer here that's attached to the magnet is attached directly to the shutter paddle. So, if we take this and we pull it off to the side, it opens up the shutter. That's what we call the bulb function. And it will stay open for as long as you hold it, and once you release it, it will in fact close the shutter. So if you wanted to do a very long exposure, let's say if you want to do star trails or streaks from headlights or something like that, you'd pull it out and just put the magnet, or put the washer up on this upper magnet. And the shutter is open right now and will stay open as long as you do that. And when you want to close the shutter, simply take it off and allow it to go slack. And then you put those on there. That's for storage, and that's for regular camera operation. The final real thing we put on here is simply a map pin. I'm sure you've seen them before. We've ground down the actual pin part of it and epoxied it to the back here. I know some Vivitars are easy to get open. Mine isn't one of them. So instead of clawing and trying to get this thing to work, there we go. You can actually just grab onto the handle, work the lever with your other finger, and pull it up. Piece of cake. And finally, this right here is something I got from the dollar store. It's originally configured to get a BlackBerry and put it on there, put it on your belt. I found that it fits these small toy cameras just fine. So whenever you're traveling, you just slip it in. This sticks out a little bit, but it goes all the way to the bottom. Shouldn't be a problem. And just clip that on your belt, and you are good to go. It'll protect your Vivitar ultra wide and slim, and from scratches, bumps, scrapes, whatever. And I hope that you have fun with your new modified Vivitar ultra wide and slim.